A morning in Rome. In the morning, the Roman citizen would get up at sunrise. He had little to do but straighten his tunic, put on his sandals, and drink a glass of cold water. Then he would put on his cloak to go out. If he was a gentleman, he first went to a reception room where he met his clients. These were people who did little jobs for him, and were always expected to praise him when they talked to others. They hoped that one day he would find them a good job in the government service. Meanwhile, he gave them regular presents of money and food. After an hour or so of these interviews, he would go off to make his toilet. The public toilets were better than anything in a Roman house, because they were all supplied with fresh water and connected to the great sewers under the city. At this time, people met to exchange the morning news. There were no newspapers in ancient Rome. Afterwards, the Roman might visit the barber's to have his beard trimmed. If he were young or very vain, he would be shaved. Very often, the best barbers were well-trained slaves. They used their soft iron razors to scrape the skin of their masters. It was quite painful, because they had no idea about shaving soap, and only wetted the face with water before beginning to scrape. Having left the barber, the Roman would wrap his cloak about him and go on to his business. Maybe he would visit the shops he owned and give orders to the managers, or he might go to the court to witness a lawsuit in which he had an interest. This would mean a short walk to the centre of the city. In the courts there was always a great crowd of people, who enjoyed listening to the arguments of the lawyers.